Greetings everyone, it's Shambad here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. And you know what? Today is like the first day in a while that, and I managed to switch my light on. It's the first day in a while that it's actually been quite warm in this office room. I mean, it's quite a small room, so it would pick up heat quite quickly, but I've actually cracked the window open a little bit. But that's beside the point. Today, I thought I'd do a bit of a palate cleanser from after all that Sonic Adventure. I thought I'd play something that I actually enjoy. That's mean. I enjoyed Sonic Adventure to a certain extent. But we're going to be doing a sort of a quick-ish Zelda A Link to the Past randomizer. This time I want to do something different because each time I've done it, it's always been a bit different. So for example, we did just a standard one. We did the Halloween special. I did one where we started in the Dark World. This time we're going to do a mode called Triforce Hunt. The idea is that the Triforce has been scattered into pieces, and you've got to collect, I think it's 30 pieces of it. There's like 50 or 60 pieces across the world, so it's not like I have to open up every single chest to try and find it. It depends on how nice it is. Sometimes Triforce hunts can be a bit of a pain. Anyway, shall we dive into a bit of a Triforce hunt, and we'll get into just stuff about it there. Okay, so we are going for the long fork hunt. So the reason why I called it a fork hunt is because I don't know. Have you ever played Wind Waker? In Wind Waker, there are these fish that refer to the pieces of the Triforce as the Triumph Fork, and that's always tickled me. Now I've got to try and remember what the settings are for this. Oh no, I need 20 pieces of Triforce. I thought I needed 30. We enemize is set on, so you know, just got to be a bit careful because what we might think is around the corner might not really. Yeah, we might be surprised. Ooh, money. That's good. That means I can go to Bottle Merchant and get I can go to Bottle Merchant and get the things from him. Oh no! This is the problem when you don't have a sword. It's fine. Let's see what's in here. Bombs! Useful. Some magic. Not particularly useful. Now, I can't remember if I changed the enemy damage output. If I shuffled it or randomized it or... that could end in some tears. Hey, Book of Medora! That... a bit of a weird one to get right now. What we are going to do, however, is we're going to save and quit. Because it's quicker to save and quit than it is to walk all the way around the sanctuary. Let's go to the sanctuary. Sora Flippers! Oh, excellent! I mean, actually, that's quite a good one to get because it just means that we can go to see Zora. So I do need 500 rupees, I think it is. We can't do Graveyard yet, so let's head over to Kakariko. Let's do the standard sort of path that we would usually take around here. And I need to go check if... oh, this is what I need to go check, and this could end in tears. Plenty and plenty of tears. It's a thief. Well, actually... oh, no, wait. He was the bush thing. He was bush crab. Got about Enemizer there for a second. So, this visual check, I think I mentioned this several times. Oh no, it's a piece of the Triforce. Is very important. Because in order to get that piece, we need to go do Hyrule Tower. We need to go fight Aghanim for the first time, which will allow us to break open a tree and jump down. And that visual check is always really important to do because it kind of tells you what kind of run you're in for. I mean, we only need 20 pieces of the Triforce. It might be that we don't need to go fight Aghanim. We might be alright. The reason why we don't like fighting Aghanim is because it's a short-ish dungeon. Oh, money. It's a short-ish dungeon, but it's just a pain. Nobody likes doing Hyrule Castle. It's just not a fun dungeon to attempt. Oh. And particularly because there's nothing up there. Unless you've got key sanity on. If the keys are shuffled, there are 2 chests up there, which makes it even worse. Because then you've got to try and find those 2 keys. It, you know, in the mess of everything else. I do enjoy playing randomizers though, and there have been a couple of times where I've had to deal with some absolute nonsense. the one I'm waiting to happen to me. It hasn't happened yet, but I'm waiting for it. Is something important on the Master Sword pedestal when it's a not really a run that requires me to look at Master Sword. Piece of heart, more bombs, and a sandy. Compass for that palace. I've noticed something. They've neatened up the font. How interesting. I hadn't realised that they'd changed the font up a little bit for this. But yeah, I'm hoping we'll be able to make some good progress on this first part. I'm hoping this will only take about... I hope this will only take about 2 hours, which... you know, that 2 hours isn't that bad, I just have... Yeah, never mind. Eastern Palace, Triforce. Oh, my swingy. Useful. And more rubies. Excellent. So we can go see King Zora now, because, and in fact, we'll root in King Zora when we go towards this cave. So, bottom merchant, piece of art. I mean, it's not the worst scam I've seen from him. And I've got to be a bit cautious because in this house, because we've got Enemizer on, okay, it's just chickens, or cuckoos, that's fine. Oh, I tried to... Sometimes when you have Enemizer on, ooh, flute, super handy. When you have Enemizer on, sometimes this turns into a room filled with red guards who will just straight up murder you the moment you walk in. It's not good. But we have flute. Flute is exciting because it allows fast travel, and having early fast travel in a randomizer, super helpful. So I don't know if I would have released it by this point because I'm still at this moment in time I'm still working on the footage for it. You know, I've been playing a bit of Travel World recently, and I don't know what I make of it, truth be told. It's something that I will be putting down probably in the next, well, probably, I won't be playing it into March, that's for certain. And, you know, it's not the fact that it's a bad game. You know, it's, you know, for what it is, it's enjoyable. It's, you know, the fact that it's a survival, base building, monster collecting, you know, it's kind of fun, but I don't know. I get limited mileage on games like that. That's my problem. Doesn't mean that you won't get a huge amount of mileage, and, you know, we're friends, apparently. I don't have friends, so... Oh dear. Okay, so one of the things that we can check out here is the bookshelf. Art container. Useful but not vital. So we will come back to that if we need to. And what I should have done is I should have checked race game. So instead of blowing my way into here, I should have just walked along the bottom to see what the reward was. Oh, no. The reward is death. Oh, that was no fun. Well, let's go back to my house. Because at least, thankfully, we have the flute. So, what we'll do is we'll head down towards... I mean, I could just use the flute and flute around a bit, but... don't want to blow open that. There's a fish there, not particularly helpful. Not in a useful location. Oh no, I wonder what's going to be a mini Moldorm cave. So let's grab this chest. 50 rupees. Ah, you know what? Really wish... I really wish I'd find another useful item for exploration purposes. Hookshot would be nice. And the lantern. My god, you don't realise until you're playing a randomizer just how important the lantern becomes. And I think I've mentioned that several times before. Every time I play this, I'm like, oh, where's the lantern? Ooh, shuffle. Kind of helpful. Because when I head back towards race game, I can check somewhere else and we're all good. Oh my word. I just gotta hope that I can get into mini Moldorm. Oh. Oh, thank God. Probably something by default that thieves, usually you can't kill thieves. Usually the game is like, nah, you can't kill these enemies, so you're gonna have to suck it up. But thankfully, we can kill mini Moldorms. Yeah, usually thieves you can't kill, they usually just bounce off your sword, probably because it's the idea of killing humanoid enemies. No, actually, no, you can kill the guards. I don't really know why. Because the game just likes to make you suffer. Bombs. Money! There, sewing kit. Ooh, bowl. 2 bowls. 2 bowls. Useful. Actually, those are bowls, aren't they? Those are bowls. Good. So when we head back towards Kakariko, we can go see Sick Kid. Get our thing from him. No. Wait, I could kill him. Don't know why I didn't. So usually what I would do, at this point, I would usually... Oh my word. I would usually utilise a glitch called fake flippers. Jump into the water and swim around without flippers. But we don't need... Oh! We don't need to do that, thankfully. Almost. Oh, just be very ginger. But yeah, just check on power very briefly. I don't know what it is about this want to have like Pokemon games that are like darker and edgier, and because it exists in the ROM hack community as well. It's just one of those real weird things that I've always sort of noticed. Like, okay, admittedly, I worked on ideas for a Pokemon ROM hack, and even my ideas were, you know, subverted from the norm a little bit. You know, instead of having gym leaders, it was the idea that you had, it was like gangs, if you will, Pokemon gang. Because, you know, gangs in Pokemon exist, you know, they're different teams, they're basically gangs. And the idea was that you were part of a big gang that got beaten up by this, like, other gang. And you're going around just basically recruiting people to help you basically fight them, because you're butthurt about having lost your turf. You know, it's something that takes the basic Pokemon formula and just sort of just gives it a different. At that point, I am just giving it a different coat of paint. But yeah, I mean, I suppose with Pokemon, I don't make assumptions that. I'm 33 years old at the moment. I'm 34 this year. I'm under no assumption that the next Pokemon game that comes out is, you know, is for someone like me, who, you know, I grew up with Pokemon. I'm under no illusion that it's going to cater to an audience of my age. It just seems silly to do that, but maybe I'm in the wrong. You know, it would be like the next, you know, main like Mario platformer to decide, you know what, we're gonna do something a bit, you know, we're gonna do something a bit grimdark. That thief looks a bit confused. You remain confused, thief. You know, it'll be the next Mario game starts off with all the characters being literally dead, and and Mario has to use the power of the stars to revive them. But when he does revive them, they come back, and it's like these grotesque abominations that he has to fight. You know, it's just all useful. I don't know. Maybe I'm old. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's just because I'm old and, you know, I don't get it. we've got some more health. We'll hold head back to Kakariko, didn't I? Yeah, because I got the bottle. I can also check on Bush Game, and I can do. There are lots of little things I can do. So let's grab our flute. Oh, one of the things I can do actually, I will do it now. Let's go see Agina, the other wise man, the wise man of the desert. Useful to know. So there's a handful of things that you do need to pay for in this game. Obviously Zora Flipper's bottle merchant, and there's also Ukiki, who's the monkey who opens up the Dark Palace in the Dark World, of course. So you need like, I think it's like 710 rupees in total. That's like your baseline for what you need to actually beat this game. Well, I suppose you don't need to buy from bottle merchant because then you get to a bottle. Having a bottle is always handy. Admittedly, whenever you do randomizers, this is what you tend to find you do. You have a set path to go do all your sort of baseline checks. So every time, like the first like half an hour of a randomizer is always the same. The kid is rich. You sure you don't need that money to pay for your medicine, mate? So let's go check on race game, and if it's something I need, then good. If not, then Hasrala is next. I suppose we got to do Death Mountain. Oh no! Oh no! What's up here? Oh, gauntlets, of course. Of course, that had to be something useful. Gauntlets will get me at this moment in time. The gauntlets really don't get me anything. I mean, it's a progressive upgrade, so I'm going to need that to get the Titan's mitts. Or is it the power glove? You know what? I can never remember which way it is. If it's the Titan gloves or power thingies. No whammies. Read the sign for good luck. 8 seconds. Nice, have this trash. I mean, you call it trash. It's a useful item for me. I can actually get into Tesla as well. Oh no. So, where do we head off to next? I mean, obviously, I mentioned earlier that we can do Dig Spot, where Flute Boy is. Whoop. Oh, the ropery guy. Okay. Nope. A map! Damn it! Damn it, Flute Boy. What are we doing in Dark Palace? No place for a Flutey Boy. Alright. I suppose we'll head over to Eastern Palace. I mean, I can go into Eastern Palace, and usually I can navigate by... Ooh, I can go in that way to Eastern Palace. Oh. Actually, that's kind of helpful, being able to get in the back way. Just saves time. Usually when you go to Eastern Palace, you need the bow. Because you come across enemies called Igors, which you have to shoot in the eye. Go figure. But I can kind of circumvent that a little bit. Hammer! And Pegasus boots. Nice! Got some decent items there. So, you want some free... Total Rock! I'm not going to Total Rock for your freebie, mate. So, with this run, we are not going to need to defeat Ganon. That's just not... that's not a requirement. Here, as I said, we only need the pieces of the Triforce. And then we go to the castle, and there's a guy there who we can give the pieces to, and he'll remake the Triforce for us. I suppose Triforce Hunt is what the original Zelda was, but again, sans the Ganon fight. So I'm a bit worried about coming into here, because ideally I need the Oh yeah, I don't need to kill these things. Let's switch. You know what? It's been a while. So typically there is you need the lantern to get through this dungeon. Now I might be able to brute force my way through. Not always a good idea to try and brute force your way through, truth be told, because there are 2 dark areas that are quite challenging. Because I got the sword, it makes it a little bit easier, but it's still not recommended. Oh, give those. And with Enemizer, it makes it even less recommended because you don't know what you're going to be coming up against. Trust me. The last thing you want to do is fight a Gibdo in a dark room. Particularly because Gibdos are like ridiculously hard to kill. I need to go that way. So I should theoretically be able to get most things in my dive into this dungeon. We'll see how badly it goes. Shoop, 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 shoop. Now there is. Oh. Just the 2? I successfully. Yeah, was the glitch a little bit. Usually 4 spawn, but depending on where you're standing. Hey, good. Depending on where you're standing, you can basically sort of go. They're trying to spawn in a solid object. The glove is held with the fishies. Ooh, useful. That means that the glove upgrade is going to be on the angry catfish, I believe. Ooh, actually, yeah. What do you give me? Nothing. Useless. Right. See if we can navigate this dark room. Oh no. There we go, got the key. Because basically, for this one, there is rats everywhere. There is a key that you need. Ah, I died. Doesn't matter. We'll come back to that one. Yeah, there's a key in a pot that's sort of hidden away, and it's like, great. I say hidden. So what we can do, we'll go and... Ooh, that's what we can do. We can go to... We'll go to Hyrule Castle first. We'll go do escape. So basically, it's when you would go dive into Hyrule Castle, go rescue Zelda. We'll go see what Zelda... Why should I say? Ow. Let's see what item kept her. That's the guy I need to get to complete the Triforce. I see Aghanim's up defences here. Oh my word. Yeah, that's not scary. So what we'll do is we'll dive down, I'll save and quit, go to the Sanctuary, and we'll go from there. Hey, piece of the Triforce. Nice. I mean, a Triforce hunt might not necessarily, as I said, I've estimated 2 hours. Just because I'm hoping that I manage to... It's all about finding your checks as quickly as possible. And when I say check, that's what I'm referring to, a location that you need to go to find an item that you need. You know, a chest, an item on the floor, anything like that's rough. You know, refer to as how you. It's referred to as a check. The easiest way to kill Gibbo is Fire Rod, and I do not have one. You really are just an absolute sod, aren't you? Ah. Oh, they hurt. That's the other thing to remember about Giblet is they do a surprising amount of damage. Actually, surprising, I don't know, because they turn up like sort of mid game, even then not even mid game, like the third dungeon in Dark Wars. So you talk about 60% of the way through the game ish. Right, so who is guarding the cell? Almost. Oh. I should just be able to yeet a pot at this guy and kill him. Nice. It's funny because pot, lobbing a pot, hey, a shield. Lobbing a pot at something does the same amount of damage as a hammer, and a hammer does the same amount of damage as the tempered sword. So the tier 3 sword. It's all about the master sword, doesn't it? The master sword's rubbish. So let's go over this way. So what we can do is we can open up that grave to the left there, the one with the stones in front of it. We want to do this because this will give us access to instead of push up. This will give us the access to what's referred to as back of escape. So that's just hey, Triforce piece. Piece of art. Nice. Right. A lot of this is going to be dipping in and out. But I've got to be a bit careful because I don't want to get too involved in doing a dive yet. Because I suppose my next location to check would be Desert Palace. Just because I've got the boots, I've got the Book of Medora. The only thing I'm missing is a source of fire. Fire on a lamp would solve that. Triforce. Ah, I mean, yay, but Spectacle Rock. Let's go check spec. Again, at this point, it's just all about just finding what's what and getting mauled by cabbages. Looking a lot less like cabbages this time around. But before we can really, like, there's a whole load of things that we need to do in the Dark World. I don't think I've ever done a run where it's just been like, you just need to be in the light world for all your pieces. No, usually you need to find a moon pearl and a magic mirror. And what is up on Spectacle Rock today? It's money. Go back here. Moon pearl! Nice. Oh no, now. Is it here? The concerning thing is with hammer, moon pearl. Oh my god, I can get into Dark World. But it does mean I can check Hyper Cave. Hey, it's moon pearl. Fire Riders in Desert Path. Useful to know. So we'll dive into that one next time, but before we call it today, I'm just going to quickly go and go into the Dark World, and we're going to go visit Hyper Cave. The reason why it's called Hyper Cave is because usually by the time you're able to access it out, you've sort of exhausted quite a lot of things. At least this is my understanding. But we'll come over this way and we will open up a cave and it will have 5 checks immediately there, just in our face. Super helpful. Well, I say 5, right in our face, not quite. I can also check Stumpy properly. Here. 20 rupees. Hang on a minute, the way that 20 rupees is concerns me. Rang. Campus. Rock, and a Triforce piece. At least I got a Triforce piece out of it. Let's go check Stumpy very quickly, because at least, you know, that will clear up everything that I can do, like, immediately where I am. Yeah, I could check Pyramid Ledge. Oh, there's so much I can do. And I'm just thinking about the time, because we are at the half an hour point. Oh dear. That's huge. Beamos, no. No Beamos. A map. Oh, didn't he have a... He had a map to Eastern as well, didn't he? Jesus Christ, Stumpy, you are just the worst. Anyway. Let's save. And yeah, I think, again, as I said, we'll call it there for the time being, because... Oh, the next thing I need to do is really... Yeah, probably go to Desert Palace. I can probably clear... Actually, no, I can full clear it. Because if I can get the fire rod from there, I can then do the thing before the boss room. Depends on who the boss is. So I might have randomized the bosses. If it's Landmo, it's fine. If it's anything else, I might be in trouble. Anyway, with that all said and done, I hope you've enjoyed this. There'll be links to my socials in the description below, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye for now. Hey, thanks for joining me on this episode of A Link to the Past Randomizer. You might have noticed that the end card has changed slightly. It's a little bit more of an upscale version, and I've also got information on my social as well. Just so you don't have to look in the description, it's at the end of the video as well. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, you can click on me right there. Otherwise, over there, there'll be some other videos you can watch. I'll drop one of the, I think I did a playlist for the A Link to the Past randos that I've done, so they'll be there. Anyway, thanks for joining me. I look forward to seeing you when I next do.